Morning, brothers. This is going to be a short one, I think. It's sort of in response to a video by a guy named Jay Smooth, who, I think he's a radio DJ originally in New York, but he's really into the hip-hop scene, and he does a lot of stuff that I respect a lot. He made a video last week in response to the Oscars, which I did not watch the Oscars, but I did watch his video and some clips from the Oscars, and one of the things he really drives home is the idea that your sort of definition of yourself or definition of another person is not a fixed thing. So what he really points out is that being a good person, viewing yourself as a good person, is not enough to ensure that you act good at all times, or even most of the times. And sometimes you'll end up doing things that are good but sort of laced with bad because you sort of lose sight of what you're doing, perhaps. His ultimate idea is that good is a craft, much like the acting that the people in the Oscars devote their lives to perfecting. And I think that probably holds true to most adjectives that we define ourselves by or we ascribe to others. I generally think of myself as a smart person. A lot of other people do too, and that's something that I know that I need to practice and both ways practice, both in terms of acting out and sort of intentionally refine my ability at. And I think that goes for other things too. It goes for being whether or not you're a caring person or a physically, athletically gifted person. I think these are all things that aren't just states of being, but I mean, even on the negative side, there's I don't know, Gavin, did you ever see Forrest Gump? Kyle, I'm pretty sure did, because we had the VHS double cassette version of the movie before we had a single disc that would contain an entire movie on it. But Forrest Gump's mom, he often repeats his mom told him, "Stupid is as stupid does," which it took me forever to figure out what it meant. But I guess that sort of the point of the movie is that although he had an exceptionally low IQ, Forrest Gump still did a lot of things that might be considered wise in retrospect. And so the sort of fixed definitional of stupid doesn't necessarily apply doesn't stick to him in the way that you would think it might. So that's my thought. I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on it. I'm going to try to sort out my thoughts on Leonard Nimoy and Spock and Star Trek and stuff at some point, but I'm not ready yet. So you'll get them when you get them. Have a good week. Happy Monday.